know what time it is, nigga. OG Naturals in this bitch. She'll give you head what you can't tell. See it's everything from the ATL.
Guys, what is up? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. This is going to be another scent trunk episode. I got a few, actually I think 3 more of these I need to do right now. So I'm going to try to get them, bang them out for you guys with the quickness. You guys know Scent Trunk company where you pay a monthly fee. It's actually $18 a month. They hit you off with 3 different fragrances a month. Normally it's like 2 ml of niche or indie fragrances. Now in the past I've been a little critical of what they've sent me, just because a lot of times it's been stuff I've smelled before, but recently definitely I've had a different feeling on the company. You know, again, I sort of have spoke about who I recommend it for and who I don't, and after we finish each 3 month cycle, I'll sort of reevaluate that. But this is the first of the new cycle, and they sent me 3 fragrances. You see the 3 right here. We're gonna start with one called Barcane by a house called Tio Cabanel. This is a house I don't know anything about. Tio Cabanel, and the description of this one is rich, warm, and mysterious. Barcane borrows its name from the smooth, velvety dunes that gently ripple under the powerful desert winds. This is a refined and elegant fragrance. Oud, vetiver, myrrh, and patchouli give Barcane a mysterious personality. This one retails for $160, guys, and your notes on this one are at the top: Calabrian bergamot, the middle cumin and geranium, and the base oud and patchouli. Here's the card that gives you the information on Barcane, and this one comes from France. And this is a nice fragrance, guys. I get the oud here heavy. I get some vanilla in this, even though it's not mentioned as a note. I mean, I don't know if I get much other than that. I guess there's a little bit of bergamot. Definitely don't get the cumin. This is a nice oud fragrance. I don't know that for me it's worth $160. Props, because I have heard of Tio Cabanel. I've never smelled Barcane. I hadn't heard of Barcane, and it's definitely a nice fragrance. So I do have to give them Scent Trunk some props for introducing me to this one. The second one here is called Precious Woods by April Aromatics. And April Aromatics, I definitely know. I know that pretty sure they have this one in Lucky Scent. I haven't smelled this one either. This scent was created after perfumer Tanya returned from a journey to India. It mirrors the image of an Indian forest after a rainstorm with its grounding, earthy, sweet, bosky scent. Precious Woods is both stimulating and grounding, giving one the experience of walking through a grand, lush forest. Notes on this one are pine and cedarwood at the top, myrrh and sandalwood in the middle, vetiver, patchouli at the base. This one retails for $190. Definitely like this one. I feel like this is a good representation of a forest fragrance. You know, when I think of forest fragrances, the one that I really love, and maybe it's more of a fantasy forest fragrance, is Koenig by Yosh. But this one's really nice. I definitely get the pine in this one. I get the cedarwood. The pine's a little too much for me. I almost feel like pine sol pine. But it's there. But I'm not gonna front, guys. The pine and the cedarwood really dominate this one for me. And I wish they were toned down a little bit. But again, I understand, you know, April Aromatics is trying to make this into a forest scent. But this is a good fragrance. You know, I'd have to definitely explore this one more. But again, this is another one I have not smelled. So again, props to Scent Trunk for hitting me with another one I haven't smelled, because you know that's hard to do with a reviewer. The final one we're going to talk about is from the house of Profumi del Forte. This one is called Versilia Vintage Bois. We know about Versilia Vintage. I've gotten scents from them on Scent Trunk before. I did a whole scent safari on them. Versilia Vintage, the description is a new collection by the house of Profumi del Forte, meant to revive the moments we thought were long gone and lost. Olfactive deja vu, mature and enriched, is finally back and brings the peak of magic. Versilia Vintage Bois reinterprets how perfumers admire pine forest by making a precious and delicate composition with character. Notes on this one at the top, we've got bergamot and vetiver, middle lavender geranium, base notes cedar patchouli. Price on this guy is $245. Yeah, for me, the winner out of the bunch. I really like the Perfumi del Forte ethos. Vittorio Apuana, to me, might be the best tropical scent out there. I love the incorporation of coconut with banana and mandarin orange. They just show and prove with fragrances. They work with Bertrand Duchaufour Heavy, who's one of my favorite perfumers. This one is like, I don't really know about the forest theme, but to me this smells like an updated barbershop fragrance. Bergamot, lavender, and geranium, a base of woods, and a little bit of earthy patchouli. This is just a banger. A little bit of cumin sweat almost in this one, it feels like, but I like that with the barbershopiness. Would I pay $245? No, but obviously you can get these Perfume del Forte a little bit discounted, obviously on some sites. Guys, if I'm ranking these, Versilia Vintage is easily number 1. I'd say Precious Woods is number 2, and Barcane is number 3. Now, props to Scent Trunk for hitting me with 3 fragrances I haven't smelled before. As I said, that doesn't happen a lot. Would I purchase any of these? Probably not. But that doesn't mean that Scent Trunk didn't do what it was supposed to do. For $18 a month, again, I'm going to reevaluate after we've seen the next 2 after this one. But I got to give them credit here. Tio Cabana, I've never smelled anything from. April Aromatics, I've never smelled anything from. And Perfume del Forte, I've smelled most from. I have not smelled this one. So definitely a good look from Scent Trunk. I'm going to link to Scent Trunk in the description. Of course, if you're interested in their program, $18 for 3 fragrances a month with a very nice introductory offer. Definitely sign up. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them for you. If not, I'll probably see you in the next couple weeks with another Scent Trunk video. We'll have a sample shopping video later this week and a review, guys. You already know what it is.
Killer M.A. and me swerving on phones, so put your threes up. My click cool, so I guess I'm chilling. Gangsters, how the fuck I'm feeling. Acting bad, Cadillac, willing. Zip like a sax, making a killing. I'm posted like